Hi guys, I'm Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and I'm so excited to be back on the Ranger YouTube channel. Today we're going to be creating a one-layer card. Yes, this is just a panel. We're going to be creating a one-layer card that kind of gives a dimensional look, and we're only going to be using our stamps, our stencils, and post-it notes. So we're going to do a little bit of masking. I'm going to show you how you can create a look like this really easy using something you already have in your stash. Since we're going to be using masking, I am needing to build my card backwards. I usually do all of the decorating and all the things, play with all the fun images before I add the sentiment. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put the sentiment on there. And I'm using some archival ink. This color is Big Plans. It's one of the new ones that just came out a couple of months ago. So I'm going to use that to put our Orange You Amazing sentiment on there. I think I want a little bit more ink. So I'll go ahead and add another layer down. Next I'll need to stamp it onto some masking paper. Now what I am going to be using is I'm going to be using some post-it notes. These are the sticky. This super sticky, these are the ones that are full coverage on the back, not the ones that just have a little bit on there, but the full coverage. And that's going to make it so we can stick it basically anywhere you want. Now the sentiment is a bit long, so what I'm going to do to make it a little easier for myself is I'm going to put another piece of cardstock down, put my post-it note down, put another one because it's not quite big enough. Or you could use, actually got some post-it tape around here somewhere, and that would work just as fine. So I'm going to just stamp a little bit on there. And the reason I put it on the cardstock is going to make it a little easier for me to cut out, because I need to cut out what would appear to be a sentiment strip. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let me grab out my scissors. And I'm just going to trim that right across. And it is a lot easier to cut while it is on. I think I'm going to leave it to the edge there. So when I put this down, it'll be right like that. It's going to cover up our sentiment. Now I also know that those two pieces are going to probably try to come apart. So I'm going to just take a piece of Scotch tape, go over that, and then I'll be able to add my mask down onto my card. I'm just putting a little bit of Scotch tape right along where those two pieces meet, and then I'm going to trim it off so that it doesn't try to mask anything additional. And now I can take that post-it note off of the cardstock that I use kind of just as a backing. Okay, so we have a sticky back on the whole thing. So I'm just going to cover up where my sentiment is. Go all the way over to the edge there. And there we go. So next I'm going to go and move on to one of my main elements. And I don't really know where I want it, but I am going to go ahead and start off with one of my little orange slices there. Let's go a little bit over to the corner. It's basically going to be just covering a touch of our sentiment. And I'm going to bring in some orange bright Tangelo archival ink. And let's go ahead and stamp that down a couple of times. This one I think is only going to need 3. Yep, I think that looks good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing we did before. I'm going to take one of my post-its and I'm going to cover that image. And then I'm going to stamp down onto it so I can see it, and then I'm going to cut that one out. This is a fairly easy image to do. The sentiment was a little bit more difficult, mostly because it was having to be on 2 post-its. So I'm going to just cut this one out. And I am trying to cut just a touch into it because that actually makes it look a little smoother. If you cut outside of the line, if you cut just to the outside of it, you may wind up with a little bit of white space if you do any kind of blending or anything else like that around it. So do try to go a little bit in. And this is one of those techniques, it's not hard to do. It just takes a little bit of practice to do the fussy cutting. And this is actually a really nice way to do this if you don't have dies for some of your stamps. So now I'm just going to put this down right over the top of this. And since it's a circle, it's really easy to line up. I do have it a little bit further off. But like I said, I'm just trying to stay just on the inside of that orange. So if I have a little bit of orange showing, that is fine. Now I'm going to take my stamp and I'm going to put it into another spot. But there is a little bit of ink on there, so I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm going to take the acetate from my packaging and just lay it over my card. You can probably see I've done this before. If there's a bunch of oranges on there that I need to clean off. And I'm going to put my orange in another position and I'm going to let it overlap my initial one. So the first one you put down is the one that's going to appear to be in the front, and this one is going to appear to be behind it because of how we have that masking done. So now I'm going to take the ink again and we're going to stamp that down. And this part that has got some of the mask where it's stamped over the mask, that's going to make that part of it look like it's in front. So it's going to give a little bit of dimension because it's going to make it look like that orange. This one on the top is actually behind, slightly behind the one in front. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to take a piece of our masking paper, put it right over that image, and we're going to stamp it down, and then we're going to fussy cut that one out. We're just going to keep doing the same process over and over and over. So I'm going to move my card just into the middle of my sticky mat here. So waffle flower sticky mat inside my Misty here to help keep everything in place. And I'm going to go ahead and now just start adding a little bit of color to the background. You could do ink blending however you want to do it, and you didn't have to go crazy and use quite so many orange slices is what I did. For the background, I'm going to use some of this Paradise Teal, and I'm just going to put a little bit on here, kind of just a light smattering of it, and then I'm going to come back in with a stencil. So I'm starting off with this, and I'm just using a foam blender for this part, and I'm being careful not to lift my masks. If I do, it's going to get onto the orange, and that's not really what I want. Okay, so we've got some of that going on around there. Go around all the pieces. And then I'm going to bring in our slanted stencil. So that's got some nice lines on there. You can use whatever you want. Like I said, just do what you want. I'm going to put that down there and press it into my sticky mat. That's going to help it stay in place. One thing to note, because these are just lines of stenciling material, you can lift it if you do this. You do not want to go around motion. You're going to want to go straight up and down in between each of those. And I'm going to use another piece of my Post-it. kind of help keep my fingers out of the ink a little bit. So I'm just putting my fingers in the sticky part, and I'm going to use that to hold this in place so that it doesn't really slide around. I did have a little bit of issue when I tried it the first time because it kept trying to move on me, and I don't want it to do that. So we're adding in darker into that. It's the same color. It is still the same Paradise Teal, but I'm going to put it a bit darker on there and a little extra pressure. And again, trying not to lift any of those mask pieces. So it's better if you go away from the mask. Can't do that on all of it just because of how they're positioned, but it works regardless. I'm going to cover the whole panel because I'll probably decide to just cut it down a little bit. That's what I tend to do. And again, this is all one layer, but it's going to look, it's almost going to look like you did some die cutting. Okay, let's go ahead and lift our stencil. And you can see it's all blue, but we do have those stripes that give it a little bit more interest. I'm going to use my archival ink cleaner, and I've been using this on the stamps as well to help clean off my stencil real quick so I don't get ink everywhere. And then we can lift up all of those masks. That's the magic part. So now it almost looks like layered die cuts. Okay, let's do the sentiment. So I like to trim everything down so that it is basically about 1/8 of an inch smaller around all sides. So I'm going to just trim this down about 1/8 of an inch. Sometimes I do the whole thing, but I'm kind of wanting to keep everything centered the way it is. So this is going to be 5 1/4 by 4. And I think I want a little darker blue around the edges. So I'm going to just do a little bit. Let's bring back out that Paradise Teal. And I might get a little bit on my orange slices, but that's okay. Basically just giving it a little bit of a vignette kind of look, just inking up those edges a little bit. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. You could add extra bling if you want to on there, like some stickles or enamel dots or something like that, or even some little gems. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to kind of leave it nice and clean and simple like that. But I am going to go ahead and put that on my card base with some foam tape because I do like that little pop. So this one is not real dimensional, but it gives that wonderful look of layered die cuts. I think that turned out so lovely. And I hope that this inspires you to get out some of the things you already have in your stash, try them out with some archival inks and some stamps and stencils from Ranger, and give this card a try. I think it turned out wonderful. You guys have a wonderful day. Be sure to like and subscribe to this video if you enjoyed yourself here, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.